Hello guys, my name is German and I'm violinist from Russia. The story began when I was 5 years old. I was born in music family and my mom, she's professional pianist.
Okay.
And she's owner of music schools. The last, I think, more than 30 years already. So when I was 5 years old, she took me to the music class and she showed me some kind of like grand piano, another kind of instruments. And I remember only one day when I came to music studio and I just watching, like I just looking around, and like I saw the first time what's this the music world. But my music my music experience began when I was around 3, maybe 2. My first at this time we had a vinyl disc. So, and my father, he's not musician, but he's like a big fan of classical music, jazz music, and different kind of pop electric music, and he introduced me their music world. And my first vinyl, it was Tchaikovsky, some kind of like maybe Symphony Number 1, Symphony Number 6, and then another kind of music piece for symphonic orchestra. So my world began from Tchaikovsky music. So I decided to keep my music away, and yeah, I went to college 4 years, and after college I went to music academy. It's 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So in general, it's like 8 years of music school, 4 years in music college, and 5 years in music academy. My first, maybe I just a little bit Russian. So my first big performance, my first big gig was when I was 9. With symphonic orchestra. I played solo. So like behind me was maybe around 50, 55, maybe 45. It's like around 50 people. They're musician, and I remember these feelings. My body was really shaking.
My God.
Because when I came out on stage in front of maybe 500 people, oh my God. So, and I remember only one things. It's like, okay, don't forget the melody. You have to play until the end. So like this. So, but
9 years old.
9 years old. Actually, yes. Some kind of like children who study in the music, they have like totally controlled by parents. So I had this experience. I think I'm lucky, and that's why I cheated many times. For example, I opened my violin case and I put their scores paper everywhere, and make picture that I had some kind of a process that I practiced. My parents back from work, for example, and they asked me, "Did you practice?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "Okay, well done." So yeah, but it's like it was not really often. Yeah, because sometimes I feel I have some kind of responsible.
Yeah.
And I have to practice. The next few years, my teacher always put me to some kind of competitions and performance with orchestra. And I always had this experience to be on stage. And in the end, yeah, it's like many years later, I finally realized that I cannot live without stage. Actually, one day I tried to play in front of thousands of people, and so I did it many times. It was like a stadium and like big open air festivals and some kind of like place where you can hear like many kilowatts of sound. It's awesome energy. The big stage, I can running on stage, I can do whatever on stage and like shake my head, and so it's this, I would say this is drug. It's definitely drug for musician, the big stage.
Because you get the addiction to it.
Yeah, this is
and the adrenaline.
Yeah, this is like adrenaline. I want to say that I had experience with 5 years of paragliding flights, and in Bali as well. And in Russia, in past, I did. I cannot say this is like sport, but this is like extreme things. It's called rope jumping.
Rope jumping.
Yes, I did more than 1,000 jumps from any kind of like objects, such as for example, it's like mountains, bridges, antennas, and we had the experience to jump from a cliff as well. So
wow.
Yeah, and of course I tried to parachute sports. So my first jumps was when I was 15 years old. Okay. So I found like I definitely need the adrenaline in my life, but now I stopped to jump. I stopped to jump from with parachute and without parachute. So and stage become my adrenaline now.
Okay, it's a little safer, Don't you think?
I'm not sure, but
not sure. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. So I cannot I cannot remember now exactly some kind of funny stories on stage, but I did collaborative with a really famous musician in the world, and in Russian musician, I mean, there's like very popular. So it's like it gave me so many inspiration, and so especially like in front of thousands of people, like 10,000 people in front of you, like screaming and singing with you together.
Yeah.
It's awesome, really. Yeah, it's the best experience. A mentality of rocker, of guitar, but I have to play on violin, and until I am finished the music academy, I didn't realize how I can combine the classical violin. This is like, this instrument have a lot of stereotype about like everything about the violinist, how the violinist should like look in a dress and everything. And finally I realized that I can play any kind of music on violin, absolutely. And I started to do crossover when for example, I take their classical music and I combine with a dubstep, with heavy metal music. So I love to mix in the different genre of music. So, and since this time, I started to make a solo project with solo violin. But I think I'm like fresh blood and not really like many years I do this way. But I found myself like musician, so I can play any of music and I can mix everything what I like. Yeah, so
associated with you.
Yeah, this is like I feel I have a feelings about myself, like I'm rocker. I'm still rocker. I become more flexible. I like dubstep music. I like many kind of like underground mainstream of electrical music. And I become more flexible. That's why I become to my music interest in become wide, and it's helps me to combine a lot of kind of general music. So sometimes I get inspiration from people, from water, from some kind of like smells, and especially memory, from my background and from my current place, so just like it can be whatever. So absolutely. Actually, yeah, at this moment I play like solo, but sometimes I do jam session with another musician. Like I never put my eggs to the one basket, right? The last 4 months I spent in Russia, and I just like had a like holiday and performance there, and a record session as well. And we almost did a half album, but finally I realized that no, it's something strange. It's not like what I exactly want. And
oh god, after half album already.
Yes. So like, and especially it's about violin sound. So I'm still looking for some kind of like partner in the studio who will knows what I want and what I need. In general, I think the Bali have a lot of potential, and I love I was really happy to make collaborative with Balinese musician, Indonesian musician as well, and I had experience in Jakarta, in Java, and many place, another place. So about the Bali, I would say the Balinese musician is most talented musician in the world. Even they have no professional education, but they are really gifted people, really gifted. I want to reach this status, maybe. I don't know how I can call this. Like every place in the world where I will come, I have the people who knows my music and who will come to my performance.
An international rock star on the violin, that's what you call it.
Yeah, maybe.
Hello, my name is Dmitriev, and you listen in Baliradio.net. Stay on tune.